Do you think so? In karting, you started. How long did you do it for? And you mentioned that it was like a reality check when we first started, because almost like all the kids were spending so much money. Out of curiosity, how much money did you spend in karting, and how much do you think they were spending in karting like per year?
So I started in 2016 and my dad bought a 2008 kart. So if we compare that to bike racing, it's more about the rider than the bike. But with karting, the kart makes a big difference. So I remember in my first race, I was on this big straight going flat out and I just see them pulling away from me. And from that moment, I realized my go-kart was not up to their standards. And it
Yeah,
was just a big like reality check for my dad because it was like, okay, we need to like upgrade the engine, and we spent about £4,000 overhauling this older engine, and it was a lot faster, but it still wasn't as good as these guys because I'm pretty sure my dad told me that these parents are spending 80 to £100,000 a year
wow,
to like get the training, the car, and they would have new tires for every session. And then me and my dad was using the same set of tires for like 3 race meetings. So it was definitely at a big disadvantage. But I remember one wet race, it was like between wet and dry.
yeah.
And we put the wet tires on, and I actually finished like eighth out of 20 drivers, and that was
Oh
my
my,
best result purely because it was like down to the skill at that race. But if it was a dry race, I was always pretty much fine at the back. I'm not gonna lie, there was just a fight at the back of the grid. And after about 2 or 3 years, I said to my dad, like, I appreciate everything that you've done here, but the amount of money we're spending and it's just not really going to go anywhere, sort of thing.
mm.
We kind of packed it up after that.